Hi, welcome to Papa Ben Bedtime Story. Today we're going to read a story called The Gingerbread Man. Once there lived an old man, an old woman, and a little boy. The old woman had been baking bread, cakes, and sweet crunchy biscuits all morning. She had a bit of dough left over, so she decided to make a gingerbread man. The little boy was very keen to help. Straight away, he rolled up his sleeves, and very carefully he gave the gingerbread man currants for eyes, a bright red cherry nose, a smiley mouth, and 3 buttons made of fat, juicy raisins. The old woman popped the gingerbread man into the oven to bake. Then she went outside to talk to the old man in the garden. The little boy began to feel very, very hungry, and he could hardly wait for the gingerbread man to be ready to eat. All of a sudden, the oven door burst open, and out leapt the gingerbread man. To the little boy's amazement, he ran across the kitchen floor and out of the open door. The little boy could hardly believe his eyes as the gingerbread man raced down the garden path.
"Look out, our gingerbread man!"
yelled the little boy.
"He's running away! Be quick and catch him before he reaches the garden gate!"
cried the old man.
"I'll grab him, then we'll eat him at once!"
shouted the old woman. So all 3 of them began to chase after the gingerbread man. But the gingerbread man was far too quick for them. He had escaped from the hot oven, and now he was free as a bird. As he ran through the gate and down the lane, the gingerbread man laughed and yelled at the top of his voice.
"Run! Run! As fast as you can! You can't catch me! I'm the gingerbread man!"
A snappy spotted dog that lived at the end of the lane saw the runaway gingerbread man and joined the chase. When the gingerbread man saw the snappy spotted dog, he ran faster than ever.
"Ruff! If I catch you first, I'll gobble you up, I promise!"
barked the snappy spotted dog. When the old man and the old woman and the little boy heard this, they ran faster too. They didn't want to lose their tasty golden gingerbread man with the red cherry nose, the currant eyes, and juicy raisin buttons. At the end of the lane was a field where 3 mowers were busy cutting corn. When they saw the gingerbread man running past, they stopped working at once and joined in the chase.
"Stop, gingerbread man!"
cried one of the mowers.
"You look tasty enough to eat for lunch."
But the gingerbread man didn't stop. He skipped and danced as he crossed the cornfield, and he called back to the 3 mowers.
"Run! Run! As fast as you can! You can't catch me! I'm the gingerbread man!"
The midday sun was so hot, and the mowers felt so tired. They sat down in the shade to eat their lunch. They ate bread and cheese, but no tasty gingerbread man, of course. How the old man, the old woman, and the little boy and the snappy spotted dog longed to stop and rest in the shade, but they were all determined to carry on and catch the gingerbread man. They ran uphill and down dale. Everyone had come so far. They were all exhausted and quite out of breath. But the gingerbread man wasn't tired at all, and he sang at the top of his voice as he raced along.
"Run! Run! As fast as you can! You can't catch me! I'm the gingerbread man!"
On ran the gingerbread man. Soon he came to a farm. Standing by the gate were 2 fat piglets looking forlorn, as the farmer was late with their food. Both little piglets looked at the gingerbread man.
"Dinner!"
They squealed and began to chase him.
"An old man, an old woman, a little boy, a snappy spotted dog, and 3 mowers can't even catch me!"
boasted the gingerbread man.
"And you 2 fat little piglets never will!"
Then off he ran. The two little piglets trotted back to the farm to find some dinner. As the gingerbread man hurried on, he saw a pony.
Where are you going in such a hurry?
Asked the pony.
An old man, an old woman, a little boy, and a snappy spotted dog are all trying to catch me.
Laughed the gingerbread man.
But I'm far too fast for them.
If they can catch you, I will, and I'll gobble you up in a couple of bites,
said the pony, and he began to chase the gingerbread man round and round the meadow. But try as he might, the pony couldn't keep up with the speedy gingerbread man.
Run, run, as fast as you can. You can't catch me. I'm the gingerbread man.
Then he ran out of the meadow and scrambled up onto a river bank. The gingerbread man gazed down in dismay. The river was wide and the water looked deep. Now the gingerbread man hadn't noticed a sly red fox hiding in the reeds by the river. "My dear gingerbread man," called the fox, trying very hard not to lick his lips. "Are you in some kind of trouble?"
I'm in a bit of a hurry,
replied the gingerbread man.
I need to cross the river as quickly as possible, and I'm afraid I can't swim.
"No problem," smiled the crafty fox. "Jump onto my back and I will carry you across." When they reached the middle of the river, the fox asked the gingerbread man to climb onto his head, just in case he got wet.
How very kind,
thought the gingerbread man, and he did exactly what the fox suggested. "My dear gingerbread man," called the fox as he swam, "the water is much deeper now. I'm afraid you might drown."
What shall I do?
The poor gingerbread man wailed. "Could you possibly climb onto my nose?" asked the sly old fox. As soon as he did, the fox tossed him up into the air, opened his mouth wide, and gobbled up the gingerbread man in one bite. And that was the end of him. Nobody could catch the gingerbread man, not the old man, or the old woman, or the little boy, or the snappy spotted dog, or the tree mowers, or the hungry little piglets, or the pony. But the clever old fox did, didn't he? "I'm afraid that's the end of our poor gingerbread man," sighed the little boy.
Perhaps not,
said the old woman.
Let's go back to the kitchen straight away and make another gingerbread man. We'll pop him in the oven and see what happens.
The end. Thank you for listening and see you again in the next one. Bye.